Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where I discuss the Mongolian Empire. Now, I've compiled a list of 10 things that I thought were pretty cool, did a lot of research over the last few days, and I hope you guys find it as interesting as I found it. You guys may know this stuff, you may not. Share it with your friends. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. You could dislike it if you want. Hit that bell to see more content, and let's get into it. The Mongolian Empire was founded in 1206 AD by Temujin, or famously known as Genghis Khan. On the banks of the Onan River, the tribe not only included Mongols, but those of the Turkic tribes. Many tribes fought for supremacy over the steppe regions, south and southeast of Lake Baikal, but it was Genghis Khan who was victorious over the Kuray and then the Nayman Turks over what we now know as Mongolia. The Mongolian army, though smaller in number, had a superior tactical advantage with the implementation of cavalry units. These units granted them a speed and mobility advantage, using signals and well-organized messaging systems to direct their movements. They would use bow and arrows to disorganize enemy troops and then would resort to man-to-man combat. This worked best in plains and flatlands rather than mountainous and wood terrain. For city walls, they used highly skilled engineers that they captured from the Chinese, Persians, and Arabians. They would use spies and propaganda as part of their tactics as well. When invading other countries, the Mongolians would ask them to voluntarily surrender and offer them peace offers. If accepted, everyone would be spared, but if they didn't and they resisted, the Mongols would either slaughter the people or enslave them. If the country voluntarily surrendered, the soldiers would be incorporated into their army. This resulted in only a minority of ethnic Mongols in the Mongolian army. The Mongolian Empire was one of the largest contiguous empires of the world, covering up to 12 million square miles and encompassing the majority of territory from Southeast Asia all the way to Central Europe. These countries included Mongolia, China, parts of Burma, Romania, Pakistan, Siberia, Ukraine, Belarus, Silica, Anatolia, Georgia, Armenia, Persia, Iraq, Central Asia, and a lot of Russia. Kublai Khan ordered two unsuccessful campaigns against Japan, one in 1274 and the other in 1281. One of the factors was that during the campaigns, the fleets were met with typhoons, wiping out 60 to 90% of their forces, thus suggesting that despite the strength of the Mongolian army, their conquest had their limits. These events would be called Kamikaze or divine wind, a concept that the Japanese would turn to during World War II. The Mongols and various other nomadic tribes practiced sky burials, in which they would leave their dead out in the open to be exposed to the elements and eaten by carrion birds. It is a ritual of Buddhist roots in which bodies are an empty vessel after transmutation of the spirit, and it is a generous disposal of bodies that includes decomposition and providers of food for animals. This is still practiced today in parts of Mongolia and Tibet. Mongolian women kept the economy going and held high positions of power in their shamanistic religion. Not only that, Mongolia had several female rulers. Mandu had a tactical mind and was a skilled warrior, and in an effort to reunite the Mongolian kingdoms, conquered enemy after enemy. In her 30s, realizing she wanted to keep the family name going, but busy with her wars, she married a 17-year-old trophy prince and bore 8 children, all while participating in battles. The Silk Road was the main trade route between Europe and Asia, and Genghis Khan and the Mongolian Empire brutally conquered it, making it one of the largest sources of income for the Mongolian Empire. Realizing his army could not fully conquer the 4,000-mile road, Genghis Khan decided to destroy every Arabic and Turkish settlement on the road until they were left in ruins or ended up at his knees. Genghis Khan would not live to see the road fully taken, but once it was, they encouraged and invigorated caravan trade between the Mediterranean and China. Although, heavy taxes and tolls were put on these traders. One of the most peaceful periods is attributed to the Mongolian Empire. It is known as the Pax Mongolica, and during the 13th and 14th century, when the Mongolian Empire was at the height of its power, and all of the land was under one common government, they experienced a boom in trade and established the first postal service, which they called the Yam. Two generations after Genghis Khan passed away, the Mongolian Empire began to splinter into independent entities and began to war amongst themselves. Kublai Khan liked ruling his own realm in China, which was wealthier than all the other Mongol khanates put together. So, he did little to interfere in their affairs, and by 1368 AD, the empire would mostly vanish. Thank you so much for watching 10 Facts about the Mongolian Empire. And leave a comment below to tell me what civilization you'd like me to tackle next, or event, or time period. And I'll see you in the next video.